Okay, the camera cut out, I'm sorry. Now, we've got some dirt stuck on there, so just use another spoon to get the spoon clean. Life hacks. I don't know. Cool. Well, that seems to be a good texture, if you can even see that. It's not totally muddy, but it's what we want. Now, next step is... Oh fuck, no. Moss. Some moss that I got off of a wall. Okay, so now the moss contains microorganisms, because this is going to be a closed system, right? So totally self-sustaining ecosystem, which means that the plants in this are like, don't get confused, the moss isn't really going to be a plant unless it grows, but the plants that I'm going to put into this are going to create oxygen, but you know, via photosynthesis laws, you need carbon dioxide to make oxygen. So the problem that we're stuck is plants only respirate at night, which means they start to basically photosynthesis reversed, right? So they instead use oxygen to create carbon dioxide for growth, and that is not exactly sufficient enough to provide the entire terrarium, because they're going to use up all the carbon dioxide and eventually start dying because they can't use more carbon dioxide since there isn't any. This is totally sealed. So inside this moss over here are billions and billions of microorganisms. You can't see them obviously, but billions of microorganisms. Now what these microorganisms do is they respirate just like humans or any other animal on Earth. So they use oxygen and for growth, okay? And they expel carbon dioxide. So what this is a layer of crushed up moss to provide the terrarium with microorganisms. Totally done. Now, going to make sure that that is spread out on top there, and we're not gonna wet it yet. Now, next, some good, very, if it would focus there, I think, yes, tiny little rocks, no, finger for scale, there you go. So the purpose of these is so that the water won't sit on the plant roots and start to rot them. Obviously that is not what we want. We do not want our plants to rot. So we are just trying to fucking open this thing. We're gonna keep twisting, keep twisting. Look at this, look at this. You push it through, you push, and you push. And it's supposed to work, but it's not. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so my plan has not worked in opening this bag. Whoever tied this knot is an expert at knot tying. Knot tying? Is that a profession? I don't know. There we go. Let it spin, let it spin, let it spin. Okay. Now. Look at that. Tiny little rocks. Okay. Awesome. Now, the layer above this dirt shall be filled with rocks. Doesn't take a genius to figure that out, does it? Now, we need to spread this evenly. Oh shit. It's fine. I don't know how thick I want to go with the rocks, but I want it clearly visible from the outside. So I think I'm gonna. No, I don't know if I'm gonna use all of these rocks that have been provided to me, but maybe it will. Maybe I will. I don't know. I just want a nice healthy layer of these. You know what, I'm just gonna dump a couple of these in. And then spread it out. Like that, perfect. Cool. Next on the agenda is smaller rocks. And time to battle with packaging again. Yay! Update, it wasn't that hard. Boom! Okay, thin layer of dark rocks. Next is another layer of this brown magical stuff over here. Table is a bit unsteady, but that's fine. See, I've got a bag of I've got a bag of potting soil right over here, but the problem with potting soil is that it's very thick, it's very dense, it's got a lot of smallish clutter in it, would I say, dead matter. And the problem with that is plants find it difficult to grow out of nothing, I guess. But there, that looks fine. Next, just gonna wet it a bit. Perfect. Long spoon. Do that. So, recap. Layer of sand to keep water. Layer of moss, microorganisms. Filtration, and a layer of good old potting soil. Next is plants. Okay, so I have went out and bought 2 plants for the terrarium. One with very nice purpley pinkish leaves. Looks like watermelon to me. It's very nice, and it says right there, superb in terrariums. So I'm kind of excited for that. Then I wanted to not only have a bush, so I got myself a sort of a fern type creeper. So similar instructions to this one, which is just to keep them moist and, you know, in kind of dry soil. But here's the terrarium. See, the problem that I currently have is that this here, that's a lot of soil. Compare that to the amount that I currently have in there. So I'm going to fill this up a bit more until about there, and then I'm going to plant the plants. Or I might just compress all of this a bit down. So let's see. Oh, and so a lot of water vapor has built up in I don't know, it's gone for about 2 hours, and a lot of water vapor has built up. And this was inside in the shade in quite a cold home, so I doubt that it was heat from the external sources. So it must mean that the moss is photosynthesizing. It smells so good. Okay, I'm going to add a bit more soil. Alright then. Cool. So that is a bit more soil. And I'm not going to compress it too much, but I am going to compress it. The reason for that being that I want these, because my hand barely fits in here. So I doubt I'm going to have an easy and good time planting these in here. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, I found a smaller green pot because I'm obviously not going to fit all three. There's 3 plants in here, 3 individual plants, and I'm not sure about this one. I think it's just a clusterfuck of roots. But I am going to plant as much as I can into here, and then the rest I'm going to plant in here and put by the rest of the plants. So let's first things first, let me get something to cover this table. Alright. Newspaper. Put this on like that. And the other piece over it like so. Shall keep it in place using one of those. Now, we have to try to get one plant out of here. So, I don't know if you can see properly, but this part here is one bush, this is another bush, and this is a bush on its own. So I have to figure out which one is going to be the best to go into the terrarium, judging by new leaves, how it looks healthily, and general health. Okay, so after an extensive search of like 2 minutes, I have decided that this is the little shrub that I'm going to be putting into the greenhouse. I might actually be able to fit 2. Not too sure about that. Let's check. So, I'm tugging carefully. Maybe I could... That works. That works. Now, we're going to try and get this out here. Okay, I got it with a couple of roots. So now I have to move some of this sand forward so that I can get this terrarium in here to plant it. So let's open that up, try not to get any dirt into the seal. And let's wet, no, let's not wet it. I'm thinking this should go smack bang in the middle, so let's see. Okay, this is turning out more difficult than I anticipated. That seems good. Oh, that seems ready. Next. What's next is I should replant the rest of it into this green pot behind here, into this one, that, into this. So let's do it. I hope it's gonna grow. Now to water it. I got tired of bringing the hose all the way from there to here every time that I want to water the plants. So I got myself a jug. Oh shit, okay. Alright, so that is perfect. Alright. The next thing that I want to do is first to put some water into this. Cool beans. Now I have to figure out how to plant this into that. That is this, by the way. So I think I'm going to do the same strategy as what I did with the leaved Fittonia. Small leaved Fittonia. I don't know how to spell that. I mean, articulate that. There, that one. I don't know. But I do know that it's a mission to plant into a terrarium. So I think I'm going to do the same strategy of tipping it like that. Now how to replant this is beyond me. Okay, it seems that everything is connected to a central hub, I guess, and that hub is spreading into the biggest mess of 2018. Alright, now I have to get this into that, which I don't know. How do you do this? I don't understand. Long spoon to the rescue. Does that look good? I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to look good. Should it look like that? Okay, so I'm gonna feed some of this soil into the large empty void, which is my soul. No, I'm just kidding. Which is the side of the terrarium, using Mr. Longspoon. Not the most efficient. Yeah, not the most efficient way of getting this into there, but definitely the easiest and by far the least riskiest, I guess. Not that there is any risk at all, I mean, it's just have to count this correctly. Okay, that seems to have done it. Got a massive pile of dirt to sort out. Nice, now my screen is full of dirt. It's alright though. Now, I have got to water this thoroughly. For that, I have thought. Alright then. I think I might have overwatered it. Just slightly. So what I am going to do to fix that problem is to let it sit open for a while, so that some of the water evaporates, I hope. If not, I wasted some time and effort, but I'm sure it's okay. I'm sure it will work out. So now I have to get this either back into the potting soil, or alternatively I could get it into here, which I think is going to be the best option. Cool. Okay, update on that. I've still got a lot here, so I'm going to just put that back into the potting soil. Okay. And that is all the mess gone now. Right. Next, so a quick update on the terrarium is that it seems to have created a lot of vapor just underneath the plants, inside the soil. I'll flip cameras quick. If it would let me. No, it won't. Okay, but anyway, I'll bring it this way. So as you can see, that over there is all water vapor, and the reason I think I overwatered is because there is a lot of water in that rock layer. Alright, so, update. It seems that tipping the entire terrarium into the way that you want the water to escape seems to be a viable option if you want to get rid of some water really quickly. I got rid of quite a lot actually, and that seems like a good healthy amount of water in here. So now I just need to make it pretty. I'll be back. Alright, gotten a couple of these, so now I am just going to It's Basil. It's Basil. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay, so that didn't work out. This, however, it did. So I'm going to use this to attempt to clean the leaves of the plant. And as well as the inside of this terrarium. And that's it, really. So here is our little terrarium. I'm not sure if there are any insects or anything in here. I doubt it. 100%. There is a 100% chance of there being bacteria, maybe viruses, some just a whole bunch of microorganisms actually. Cool. Now, only time will tell what's gonna happen next. Thanks for watching.